My wife said I'm terrible in bed. I told her it's unfair to make judgment in less than a minute. Well, welcome to Shave&Butcher. And videos 2 days in a row. What's going on? Well, what's going on is I got more razors to try out. So we'll see if I did a hack job or not. 2 razors today. One is a gold dollar, which required a bit more work and finesse, I don't know, but creativity than the Swedish razor, which was perfect in geometry before I got to it. This one, you know, is different. So we'll see how we did. Hopefully that will shave decent. The other one I have very low expectations for. It's one of the razors I found in a box in the drawer, which, you know, I keep it for parts. I don't even know what it is. It doesn't say anything on it, so this will be nothing special. It's an old wedge and it's bent and crooked as hell. So what I did is I probably incorrectly, I took it to the diamond plate and I just scratched a whole lot of metal off it, off the edge, off the spine. So the geometry is all skewed, but then I thought, well, it's a good practice project. So I've been trying to get an edge on this one. This one isn't even at all. You can almost see it. The geometry is really poor. So again, I'm not expecting anything, but it would be cool if at least it cuts hair, you know. The soap is, where did I put it? Master Soap Creations, the Chieftain. This is supposed to smell like the original Hugo Boss perfume. So woody, fruity, a bit of vanilla, a bit of spice. I put a sample in this one. Because, you know, when I get soaps, this one I got from Matti. For no reason whatsoever. He just sent it when he was sending other things. And he had scooped out of it. So I thought, well, you know, I'll continue that, because although I prefer to synthetic full moon grey dog, although I prefer to load the brush in the soap container, they look nice, and they probably keep longer if you don't, if you just keep them dry and keep them in the original form and not add any water to it. So not saying I'm going to be doing that going forward, but it's just, you know, sometimes. Yeah, a nice smell, very woody indeed, and a bit of fruitiness too, which I'm not used to all that much, because I typically, I like dark scents. Not all the time though, but in the perfumes that I enjoy, a woody presence seems to be important. So the perfumes or scents I tend to like have base notes which are very woody. Now, base notes in soaps, you know, that's a whole lot of soap. I was going to smear it on the face like I have with some other samples, but I found that it's quite difficult. This is one of those soaps that makes a lather everywhere. So I'm putting a towel on the floor, because stuff is going to drop off it. Yeah, you get pieces of the soap. So even if you work with your brush quite a bit, it's less good. It's a little bit similar if you load the brush from the sample, but if you spread it well, so there aren't a lot of pieces, at least it's less of an issue. To make sure, wow, look at the shine on that. Master Soap Creation soaps are bloody brilliant. They're tallow based. At least this one is. It's just a caress on the face. Lovely. It's already looking pretty good, but I'm gonna add a bit more water. Because why the hell not? So, honing is fun. Again, I'm expecting a pushback from the equipment, where turns out it's not as easy as the first one I did. But that's part of the fun, part of the challenge. And as always, when I start a new hobby, I tend to overdo it a little bit. So it's to the extent where my wife says, you gotta do your chores first. Yeah, she treats me like the child I am. Okay, here we go. Gold dollar. I hope this works. Well, it feels okay. Hope it's catching hair. I'm at the stage where I'm not quite sure. I guess it is. Look at the lather, here's the drop, boom. Yeah, feels okay. It wasn't perfect to start with, even when I got it honed from, who did I get it honed from? It wasn't fantastic. I think that's not because of the work in honing, it's not a perfect razor. So on this one, I killed the edge and started off 6,000 grit. And tried to make a bevel. Can you say you do that on a 6,000 grit stone, or is it really something you do on a lower grit? Then 10,000 on some ceramic Japanese stones that I don't know the name of. Still have the receipt, and it's all in Japanese. And then hang on. Okay, grab this one. Need a towel because I put one on the floor. And then it cuts the tomato quite well, which is Matti's test. Takes a small tomato and he tries to, or he hones until they cut the tomato basically just by the weight of the razor. Very little pressure. If that happens all over the edge, he's happy. So I'm trying to do the same thing. And it's hard when you don't know exactly what you're looking for. How effortlessly is it cutting the tomato? So it's a learning learning in progress. But if I didn't have Matti and I was just trying to figure this out on my own without theory or someone to copy, it would have been almost impossible. Feels good. It's not perfect. Yeah, that's better. So it's such a big advantage. Almost like cheating. Yeah. So it feels good. The edge feels good. That's not always all you need. But if it feels good and it doesn't feel tuggy, it's usually a good sign. Now, another thing, obviously, is if you manage to get a good edge, how long does it keep? I don't know what goes into that. I don't know what is important in order for that to happen. I mean, as long as you find honing fun and interesting, I guess having to hone frequently is not a problem, but it certainly is more fun if your edge can sustain a good amount of shaves. But a question then for you honers, how much of the longevity of the edge is the work you do, and how much of that is the quality of the razor? Assuming you maintain it well, you strop it and keep it dry and so on. I'm asking because I do not know. But that feels pretty good, and I forgot I was going to test the other razor. I was going to do one on each side of the face, but there you go. We'll try the other one tomorrow. I'm at this stage again where that I was in the beginning when I started traditional shaving. But just shave. I have to wait a day before I can shave again. You know, I haven't felt that in years. It's still fun to shave and try new things, but now I did those razors yesterday and then I had to wait. Because I don't want to shave twice a day. That's just gonna irritate the hell out of the skin. I'm going quite slowly today. Feeling out the razor. and trying to do a good job. To really assess if the edge is good. Okay, so that felt very good actually. But now is the proof. What does it feel like? Yeah, it feels very good. It's not perfect, but it feels good. So it's not a shave that compares to a super good edge or a wick or something like that. But it definitely is good enough. I mean, this is like an average shave with a razor that hasn't been honed for quite a bit of time, if you know what I mean. Going with Voices aftershave, really enjoy this. Voices from House of Mammoth. It's a collaboration between House of Mammoth and Lather Talk, the podcast, which is really good, by the way. And scent is Sticky Mango Rice. It's one of my favorite scents. It's a really good aftershave as well. Good, quite happy. One day I'll take one of those razors that is pristinely awesome, like a Philharmonica or something. I'm not trying that yet. We're not at that stage because I will mess it up a little bit. Just to see, you know, maybe that's in a year or so, but to see if I can use a razor that someone else set really well and just, you know, take it for a touch-up, take it on the finishing stone and see if I can get it to wow, you know. I'm not there, I'm not gonna do it. I still have to learn the basics, that's important. But yeah, a very good shave. Extremely happy. Good fun. Okay, we'll try the wedge tomorrow maybe. So maybe a lot of videos now, we'll see. Tell me if you're bored. And you know, I'm interested to learn about honing now, so feel free to make comments on the stuff I ask about or just random advice. I know a lot of you like to give that even if it's not asked for, so feel free. It could be interesting for others to read in the comments as well. Very good. Happy you joined. I'll be back and we'll be shaving. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll catch you soon. Stay sharp.